And clap. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Give Me the Wallets, need the conference state jam. Get this money, KOK to day camp. Me and my girl trying to stay to the end. Hope it never comes a day that we be better as friends. We in a marathon, we could build a marriage on. Arguments as parents going deeper than a baritone. Did Chance the Rapper just, what's the word, invade my body? I just blacked out a little bit. Welcome back to my Get Ready With Me video. I don't know why I pluralized that. I'm so happy you guys liked the first video I posted like this. There was such a good feedback, and I'm so happy that you guys liked it because I love making these videos. So my friend Danny, actually, I used to work with her. Should I do color corrector? Yes. She messaged me and she said that she loved the Get Ready With Me video. She's like, you should do one of these every day when you get ready. And I'm like, you know what? I just might. Would that annoy you guys if I uploaded every day? I know you're going to be like, no, but like, be honest with yourselves here. You know, if you see this mug every day, how do we feel? Give me the wallets, need the card from Space Jam. Get this money. So yeah, what day is it today? It's Friday, it's Friday, April 9th, and I am currently, myself and millions of other Canadians in Ontario are currently in a stay-at-home order. So, you guys, I want to be vaccinated so bad. I just want, you know, why is it that this hard? Canadians are so jealous of Americans because Americans are actually able to vaccinate people, and Canadians are like, I don't know what the deal is. Obviously I don't work in healthcare, so I don't know what happens with this, but it's like, the statistics that they're giving out, I'm like, are you even proud of this? They're like, by May 5th, 2.5 million Canadians will be vaccinated. There's like 35 million Canadians. How can you be like, so exciting, guys, 1% of the population will be vaccinated in 5 months? It's like, but it's okay. I can't complain. I live in a rich first world country, and I will be vaccinated by the end of this year. Hopefully. All will be fine. But yeah, for the time being, we're back in a stay-at-home order, which technically means the same thing that's been going on since March 16th, 2020. Literally nothing has changed. I can go to Walmart. I can go get takeout food. I can do anything I want to do. Well, I can't. Obviously, I can't. But at this point, I would love a really strict lockdown. Like, I would love a 4-week promised plan of, if we do this, we will get us out of this. But anyways, I don't really want to talk about the lockdown or anything related to that. I do have some notes along with my to-do list, which all it has on it is do my taxes, which I haven't done, because I actually tried to record this the other day and my microphone wasn't on, so I had to redo it. But I have some things I want to say. These are the things I'll never say. What's the town she's from again? Avril Lavigne. Oh my god, it starts with an O. Hey Siri, again with this. Where is Avril Lavigne from? Wow. Avril Lavigne was born in Belleville. No, she's not from Belleville. She's from, it's not Attawapiskat. It's not Onaping. Where is Avril Lavigne from? No, not now. Where's Avril Lavigne from? Google, you got this. She's not from Belleville. I refuse to believe. What's that small town she always talks about in her? Napanee! Small town Napanee. Anyways, that was a ramble. Okay, I decided that I'm not going to stick to a posting schedule. I've decided that because when I made the first Get Ready With Me video, I filmed and edited it in a day, and I uploaded it the day after. I can't hold on. If there's like something I'm excited about, I can't hold on to it and like make this big secret. Like, it's going to be out there. So I'm going to post my videos when they're edited. So turn on bell not to be this YouTuber, but turn on bell notifications if you do want to be notified when I upload, or if not, just look. my channel. I don't know. I'm like trying to direct you. Yeah, I might be doing these more often. I have a video I'm filming on Sunday, which is not like this, so don't worry. If you don't like this content, there's more. I mean, if you don't like this content, you're not watching this, so you wouldn't even have heard that. So that's fine. Now I have Our Living stuck in my head. Although in the shower today, I was singing, okay, so let me get this straight. Now I'm the rookie, but my features in my show's 10 times your pay? 50K for a first no album out. Monster Giuseppe Hill, that's the monster shoot. And I'm all up in the bank with the funny face. And if I'm fake, I ain't noticed because my money ain't. I love Nicki. If you guys are new here, let me just tell you, I love female rappers. I love Nicki Minaj. Megan Thee Stallion, I don't even want to talk about because I'm obsessed with her and I just love her so much. Everything about her. And yeah, their music makes me feel so fucking good. Like, I'm not like the biggest Cardi B fan, but her music is like, be careful. I want to get married, like the Curry, Steph and Aisha shit. We more, like Tommy, Bella and Keisha shit. Gave you my whole heart. Wait, poured out my whole heart to a piece of shit. And through your phone, I just want to break up all your shit. Call your mama phone, let her know that she raised a bitch. Then dial tone, click, and fuck your little fake ass friends. It makes me feel like that bitch. When I used to work, full stop. When I used to work at the restaurant, I would listen to Megan Thee Stallion and music like that before work, and I would go in like, what she order? Fish fillet? No, I would go in, just be like a boss bitch energy. Why am I acting like this? But I would, and I would be like, what do you want? Like, I loved, the place I used to work at was very much like businessmen who would go to the restaurant at 5 o'clock instead of having to go home because they hated their wives. So that was the vibe. So I didn't feel bad like I'm not going to say taking advantage, but like if a table of 50-year-old men are like borderline sexually harassing me and then order a plate of, or they order a round of shots, sorry, you don't get to tell me what kind of tequila. I'm putting the most expensive tequila on your thing. If you're going to be cocky enough to be like, oh yeah, a round of shots, okay, let me walk away while you're staring at me and let me punch in the $30 tequila shots. I'd love to hear you bring it up when I bring the bill, because you won't, because your company is paying for it. So anyways, when I listened to Megan Thee Stallion, it just made me feel so much more confident. There was this moment that and obviously I was nice to everyone, but you know, there was this moment that the restaurant was kind of in a cafeteria, which is, you know, it wasn't in a cafeteria. It was in an office building, but ours was like attached. You could also go into a cafeteria from like where our restaurant was. So people would come in so rushed, and it's like, if you want to get food in 5 minutes, go to the freaking Tim Hortons right next door to us. You know what I mean? So this table of like 8 or 9 sat down, and they were clearly like in a rush. Like, cause if you work in an office, you have like an hour for lunch or something. Sometimes not even. This is like financial district too, so they are like stock trading and whatever the hell that stuff is. And they sat down, and without even taking their coats off, they're like, what can we get on the table ASAP? Like, I literally looked at the guy, I'm like, a plate of lemons and limes, because they're cut up at the bar. Like, do you think the chefs are just standing there with whatever food you want ready to, it's a restaurant. Like, it's a sit-down restaurant. Freaking go to Subway if you want, you know? They laughed, thank God. But yeah, the entitlement that you deal with when you work at a place like that, oh my goodness. And obviously you have to work it for you. Like, you know, you have to own it. You have to own it. Actually, that's one of the restaurant's core values. XD, brand ambassador. I have to put, I want to put Visine in because I've been having allergies, which is new and not fun. But my eyes are really itchy. Okay, so let me get this straight. I've been finding my makeup's going on differently. By differently, I mean bad. Like creasing and just not what I want. And I refuse to believe it's because I'm aging. Like, my concealer's creasing, and I'm like, oh, it has to be the product I've been using for 5 years, and it's never done this before. It can't be my eyes getting older, you know? Denial. Okay, I also collected some questions that I forgot to, Avril Living, not now. Some questions that I forgot to, or I didn't see when I answered them the first time, so I thought I'd add them in here, because sometimes I don't really know what to talk about. Trust me, I go on tangents real quick, but, you know? This question, I'm sorry, I didn't write who these are from, but this question, what's your favorite number and why? Now you're speaking my language, now you're speaking my language. She just, sorry, I just had to say this. She just want to smoke and fuck. I said, girl, that's all that we do. My favorite number, it's a hard one. It really is, though. My gut tells me to say 4. 4, like, when I look at the clock and it's 4:44, I'm having the best day ever. Same with 11:44. You know, angel numbers. I also like the number 13. I'm biased, and also I need to stop editing myself, because maybe some people like how cringe and embarrassing I am, but I was going to be like, that's the fire sign in me, because I'm born on the 13th, so, like, how cocky to be like, I love this number. It's the same way of, like, I like winter, because I'm freaking, my birthday's in the winter time. Obviously, it's related to, you know, if you ask someone what their favorite season is, also ask them when their birthday is. Unless I'm just the only one that acts like this. At a time like this. So what is happening in the world? Taylor Swift just launched her album. I don't know what it's called. I think it's called, like, Taylor's Fearless. I forgot to drink check, you guys. I'm having iced coffee again. I'm going to try to go to bed earlier, although it's noon. Oh my god, I'm so old. It's noon and I'm having coffee. I used to be able to have coffee at like 6 p.m., like espresso shots at like 8 p.m. and go to bed. Now, absolutely not. I have a coffee at like 12:01 and I'm like, oh, hi 4 a.m. Oh, this is what insomnia is. This is what it's like. I didn't explain why 4 is my favorite number. I don't really know. I just feel like it's a really good number. I feel like every time I look at the clock and it's 444, I just feel good. It's like, I could be wrong about this, but I think angel numbers mean it's like, to my understanding, angel numbers are something that it's like your guardian angels telling you that you're in the right spot or you're doing the right thing, and it's basically like a reassurance from, you know, the greater whatever we choose to believe in. Yeah, I don't know, but I definitely am tuned into it. Like, there's that trend of, or that meme of, like, how to bag an astrology girl, and it's like, text her at 11:11. Yeah, Dan, if a guy is texting me and he only texts me at like 444 or 222, sorry, that's my soulmate. Even if he's tricking the system, oh, okay, that's okay. He's my soulmate. Although I feel like the person I'm gonna have to be with is someone that's completely opposite to me, like quiet, chill, knows how to do math, you know, just things that are opposite to me. Because I need someone to balance this out. I always say I like Sagittarius men. I'm a Sagittarius, by the way. I always say I do. But I need to be the most obnoxious person in the room, or else I'm annoyed. Just being honest. I'm not usually attracted to, like, the loud, funny one. I prefer the, like, I don't even know. The more chilled, quiet, like, secure in themselves, don't need to be the friggin' one making everyone laugh, which is the opposite of me. A lot of you guys want to hear about my dating stories, and I probably will do a video on it, but I just feel, like, uncomfortable because these people still follow me and stuff, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to air out their shit, although obviously I wouldn't use names, but I have an app on my computer called Bad Dates by Sentences, and it's every single, I don't know why I just powdered my face before my under eyes. That was weird. That's suspicious. yeah, I'm sure I'll do a whole video with my dating stories. Oh yeah, I was talking about the note I had. Bad dates by sentences, and it's just every single date I've been on, no. Bad date, but like 95% of the bad dates I've been on have been bad. I would write a sentence about them. Should I read you guys one out? Let me see if I can open it quick enough. Oh, I think I can search bad dates by sentences in chronological order too. It's like organized. I don't want to read any of these. Okay, this one. This happened in 2013. The way that I have this all the way back. Okay, this one. We went for a sushi date. I couldn't fit a roll in my mouth, so it was like just awkward. I kept having to like choke on it. He left halfway through to pick up cigarettes, which I'm like, what is, I was sitting at this like bougie sushi place with like, you know, by myself, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna go pick up cigarettes. I'm like, what does this say about me? And I'm like, am I that hard to handle that you need to like have a de-stressor? And then when he came back, he inquired and was like trying to feel my vibe of the rest of the night if I wanted to pitch for an 8-ball of Coke. It was like 8 p.m. I'm like, no. Fun fact, I've never done cocaine in my life, and I have absolutely no intention to do it. It scares the shit out of me. It's just something about it going straight up to your nose. No. On a date too. I was like, no. He paid, thank God. But yeah. There's a lot of those. I'm gonna have to like edit this list down to make sure there's no like not incriminating, but I don't want to have, you know. This guy. This is the thing too. These aren't even necessarily bad dates, but this one, kissed me at Manulife. All my friends know the story. And literally said yes with a hand motion when he did it. It was so awkward. Like he was walking me home and he kissed me and stepped away and was like, yes. No, that kind of thing. I can't. Like it was an instant, absolutely no. And then he also, like, when we were like leaving, he asked me to be his wedding date, but the wedding was in 8 months. Yeah. Anyways, let me know if you guys want to hear more. I feel like you will, just because everyone loves other people's, like, you know, dating stories. They are funny. I used a lot of my dating stories in stand-up because when I would do stand-up, I wouldn't really tell people when I'm doing it, so I could be anonymous, you know? You know? She knows Billy Joel, 'cause you played her uptown girl. I love Olivia Rodrigo. I want to meet her. She's like 10 years younger than me. All the things that I wrote on this page are so deep, and I don't really want to talk about them right now. I'll tell you what happened last night to me. I was listening to Adele at 2 o'clock in the morning doing dishes, as you do. And one of my favorite songs of all time, actually, is Hiding My Heart. It's by Brandi Carlile, I believe, originally, but Adele did a cover of it, I think in her 19 album? I'm not sure. Anyways, it's amazing. This is how the story goes. I love it. Anyways, I was listening to that song on repeat for like 35 minutes, and I burst into tears. Sorry, my mic. I have to cut that out so your fucking ears don't hear that. I burst into, and this is, I always think about this is gonna sound crazy. I always think about the ghosts watching me and just being like, is she fucking good? Like, what is this bitch doing? She's standing there with rubber gloves on, washing this pan that had salmon on it. You know what I mean? Crying her eyes out. You wanna know why I started crying? Because I was thinking that, what if there's people, and I'm sure there is. I was thinking that there's people out there whose soulmates have already passed. They've already died, and they're never going to meet them. Like, think of freak accidents that could happen, and now these people are never going to meet. So what if there's someone that's just out there, and maybe they just feel like this heaviness on their heart, or they just feel it in the air. And it's because Like, you know those people that you meet and they're just so centered and they never, like, maybe they're like 50 years old and it's like the cool aunt or whatever. And it's like, you can't even imagine them with someone. Maybe the person they were meant to be with is no longer around. And so maybe they just had to, you know, this whole concept was like overwhelming me and it made me so sad. For people who, if this, you know. Anyways, I don't think we only have one soulmate in our lives, but for some reason that thought yesterday, listening to that song, I was just crying my eyes out. I'm so emo. I cry all the time. It's crazy. I feel like most of you guys know that by now. But like, no, really, I could cry on demand. I definitely could. I'm not going to do it now because I'm wearing makeup, but I will show you guys. Maybe when I'm doing like I want to do a unget ready with me video, I'll show you guys. I can literally, you know, I could be an actress, except I would never be an actress. I think acting is so embarrassing. Not to like shade. For me, I could never, ever, 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 ever act. It's so cringe. I do sketches, but like I'm acting as myself. I could never play a character, you know? And I've always wondered that. I wonder if actors look back on their, I mean, obviously they have to watch the movies, right? When like the premieres and stuff. I don't know. But how cringe. Can you imagine? Like I'd be like, no, you guys go ahead. I'll wait out here. You let me know how it goes. Sitting in a room with a bunch of people watching yourself act? Oh my God. That's horrible. That's truly, truly horrible. But that's just me. I mean, I also do stand-up comedy, so I'm sure to some people, that's their nightmare. She knows Billy Joel. Oh, I had questions. Sorry, I answered one. Who is one celebrity you think you could seduce? That's a great question. Probably like, I feel like they would have to be older. Randomly, the name James Madsen is coming to head. Is that his name? James Marsden. Randomly, I feel like I can get this guy. Oh, he has a wife and kids. God bless him. But imagine he didn't. I'm going to show you a photo. He's the guy from freaking Enchanted and all those other movies. I feel like he actually came into the restaurant once and it was kind of like weird energy. And this is why I feel like I could seduce him, because he sat on the patio, like the packed patio in the middle of everything. It felt like he wanted to be seen, and he got takeout and then sat with his takeout bags for like an hour and a half ordering beers. And girls would come up and talk to him and he loved it. And it was just kind of like, oh, so you're that guy. Like you go to a bar and like love when girls come up and talk to you, you know? So I'm like, I could definitely squeeze in there and, you know, do some duets from Enchanted or something. Okay, I'm going to go do my eyebrows off camera because also my camera needs to charge, and I will be right back. We're back. Eyebrows are on. I'm really over the normal way I do my makeup, so I'm going to do something, I don't know. I'm just going to freestyle while I talk. We'll see what happens. You know what? I'm going to do purple eyeshadow. I'm going to use the Kylie palette. Anyways. Okay, I have more questions. Number one, I don't know if this is like a joke question, but they asked if you're adopted. No, I look like a carbon copy of my entire family. I want to know if you're single and if you're interested in girls. Unfortunately, well, I am single, but unfortunately, I like men. I know. Your go-to karaoke song. My go-to karaoke song is probably Mockingbird by Eminem. You know, it's funny. I remember back when Daddy had no money. Mama wrapped the Christmas presents up in the second one to the tree because Daddy couldn't buy them. I never forget that Christmas. Wait. Daddy couldn't buy them. Because Daddy felt like bomb. Oh my God. It's funny. I remember back one day when Daddy had no money. Mama wrapped the Christmas presents up and stuck them under the tree and said some of them were from me because Daddy couldn't buy them. I'll never forget that Christmas. I sat up the whole night crying because Daddy felt like a bomb. See, Daddy had a job, but his job was to keep the food on the table for you and Mom. And at the time, that was definitely my go-to karaoke song. But then also, like, if you guys are new here, the old maxi pads, ew, know this by now, that there are 3 songs that are in my head at all times. Number 1 is If God Had a Name. Whoa. That was a good clap. And then the other one is Pretend to Be Nice by the Pussycat Dolls. Can't you just pretend to be nice? And the other one is, and now I forget it. There's always one that I forget. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But those are my karaoke songs. Or anything Nicki Minaj. Anything. Oh my god, Motorsport. Like, let me know if you guys want me to sing Motorsport, like, to camera with a microphone. Oh, sorry. Oh my god, only Nicki and Cardi's verses. Obviously, imagine listening to the Migos. Stop. No. If you could change one thing about the human body and how it functions, what would you change? When I wrote this question down, I really had to think about it because I didn't know what my answer would be. Until, like, obviously, I know the obvious answer is menstrual cycle, and I was trying to do something more universal, but no, it really do be the hormonal system in a woman's body. Okay? I don't think, and this is gonna get me heated now, but, like, I don't think men understand. They always, in, like, TV show and movies and whatever, they joke about, like, women being on their period and being, like, crazy and whatever, monsters and whatever. When I'm on my period, when I'm actually on my period, I'm thrilled because it means I'm finally over PMSing. Like, I don't think they understand that your menstrual cycle, the week, well, for me, it's like 21 days long. Okay. The week before my period, I'm psycho, like genuinely psycho in my head. The week of my period, I'm over the moon that my PMS mentally is gone and I only have physical pain, only have debilitating physical pain. And then the week after, I'm on a low estrogen low because I just lost so much blood and I've just like need to rebuild myself up. So I just get annoyed that men are like, oh, she's on her period. Bitch, if I'm on my period, I'm glad. You know what I mean? We're good. It's the week before you want to stay away. So, and this is my experience. Obviously not everyone has this experience, but I would definitely change us. And I guess you can go on birth control and get IUDs to not get a period, but there's just something unnatural about that I don't like. So, whatevs. So I guess there is an answer to my question, but I'm choosing to not do it. Your favorite cartoon? Like, obviously my gut wants to just say SpongeBob, obviously, but let me think if there's anything else. What did I watch growing up? I didn't really watch that much TV, to be honest. We weren't really, like, allowed to watch that much TV. I watched, like, all the Fairly Odd Parents. I watched a lot of Family Channel. It wasn't really cartoons. I never really got into Teletoon. So let's just say SpongeBob is my favorite cartoon. How did you make friends as an adult? I'm moving out of my parents' place into a new state, and as an introvert, I find it difficult to go to crowded places and socialize. Okay. This question really resonated with me because when I moved to university, I moved to a big city by myself. Like, I grew up in a small town and I moved to the city. I didn't know one person that lived here. Okay, I had like an aunt that lived here. But I didn't have any friends, and I had all these friends in high school, and they were all going to the same school, and I chose to go to this other school. So I was already kind of nervous, and I genuinely did not think I was going to make friends. Like, my heart of hearts believed, I was like, oh, I already have enough friends at home in my hometown, so I don't even need to make friends here because I'm not going to. Like, I genuinely was like, oh, wow, like, I'm really not going to make any friends, but thank God I already have friends from high school. It's crazy. Like, I remember telling my parents, I'm like, I'm not going to make friends here. Like, how am I supposed to meet friends and socialize? I was in a residence, so obviously it's different. Because it's like, get to know me games and like peer building activities, and everyone just bonds really quickly because we're all in the same boat. So I can't just be like, it happens, like, don't worry about it. But one thing that I want to pass on to you, a skill that I learned, what am I going to do with my makeup right now? I want to do like a purple liner randomly. Do I have a You're kidding. Miss Sigma just dropped 2 eggs. The Easter Bunny is long gone, so you guys are staying till next year. I can put them in, I don't care. I want to do purple liner. I don't think I have. I'll do a pencil. Okay, so my trick to make friends. I'm an introvert. I'm obnoxious and I'm extroverted, but I feel most comfortable when I'm alone. And it was really hard for me to like, my rising sign is Gemini, fun fact. I think it's my rising. Delaney, is that right? You tell me, I always forget. I know you're watching. Gemini. So I feel like when people meet me, they perceive me to be this like fun, outgoing person. And then when they really get to know me, they're like, oh, you're really just like a quiet, to yourself person. So I was self-conscious that I was going to meet all these people and they were going to think I'm this way. And then they're going to really get to know me and be like, oh, I don't like this version of her. I don't know why I just got into that because my point is not even related to that. But just so you know, those were my fears too. When I lived in residence on my floor, we were all really fast friends. I made friends with this one girl, Charlotte, if you're watching. Hey girl, my voice crack. And she was just the most like nice, outgoing, confident person. And to this day, if I'm going out, if I'm going on a date, if I'm going to meet people, if I'm going to a house party or something, I pretend I'm Charlotte. Like it's this weird thing that I do that, and not necessarily like pretend I'm her, but I just pretend I'm like this different persona that's confident and, you know, like it's really fake it till you make it. If I was going on a date, I'd be so nervous. Then I'd be like, no, just be Charlotte. And I'd walk in so confident because I'm like, I'm playing a part. Like I'm not acting like myself right now. I am Charlotte. And it just like faking it till you make it. It really works. Well, it worked for me. So next time you're socializing, okay, went in with the purple liner. Next time you're at school or you're socializing or something and you feel like you're introverted, just pretend to like play a part of an extroverted person and see how it goes. These people don't like, we're all so worried about how other people perceive us. Everyone is just thinking about themselves. No one's going to go home and be like, remember when that person approached us and was like super outgoing and nice? They're not going to be like, think of that in a negative way. You know what I mean? Unless they are. And if they do, then they're rude and you don't want to be friends with them anyways. This brush is too fluffy. But yeah, I guess my advice for making friends when you're introverted and you get stressed about socializing is gotta fake it till you make it. It's such a valuable skill that taught me, and like fair enough if it doesn't work for you. It's not even using someone's persona, but just like being inspired by the way that other people act it works for me. It helps me. It helps me. I'm gonna bring this in the inner corner too. My camera's gonna die. I look so orange because it's overcast today and the lighting in my room is super orange. But that's okay, no judgment here. Oh my god, I'm doing purple mascara too. She knows Billy Joel. I really went for that, didn't I? No thought. It's starting to get that like muggy temperature. What? Hey Siri. What's the temperature outside?
Weather for where?
Toronto.
It's currently 13 degrees in Toronto, Canada.
Weather for where? Like you're not tracking my every whereabouts. Like, come on. You got this, Siri. You got this. I know you're there. It's 13 degrees, but it feels hot and sticky and muggy because it's raining out. 13 degrees is not hot, but you know. She knows Billy Joel, 'cause you played her uptown girl. Okay, those are all the questions that you guys asked to me. And please ask more questions. I might just look up a 30 questions about me tag or something. I'm using purple mascara too. We'll see how this goes. This mascara is way too wet for me. I like my mascara is like really dried out. I bought this, I'm not kidding, like 9 months ago and it's still too fresh. Pretty sure mascara is only supposed to last like 6 months, but you know. It doesn't even look purple. It doesn't even look purple. Shouldn't have done that. I should have used the mascara I like on top, or as the first layer, and then this on top, because it's not very voluminizing. Okay, guys, I was just rambling on. I'm so sorry for so long, and my mic was off. But all you missed was me doing my lips. And I will reiterate everything I just said because I really wanted to bring it up. I brought up my deep sheet. But there is a quote. There are two quotes that I live by. One I already brought up in my Get Myself Out of a Funk. So if you want to hear my spiel about that, go watch that video. And the other quote I live by is, know how to listen and you will profit off those even who speak badly. Pretty sure that was verbatim, but it's, know how to listen, you will profit off those who speak badly. It's something that I read on Tumblr years ago, and it's literally changed my life. It's such a being able to listen well is such an important skill to have. I think nowadays, and especially it's like exasperated because of the pandemic, so many people are listening just to be able to like relate to their own experiences or kind of like make it about them. Being able to listen to understand the other person rather than listen to add on to it is a life-changing skill that will make you so much more like aware and kind of like grounded, because I do it too. It's really easy to just make things about you by accident. Like if someone's going through something and you try to relate to them and then you're like, oh shit, I just made that completely about you. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry, I just made it completely about me. I'm sorry. That's not what I meant to do. We all do it by accident, but try to be aware of your listening skills. Like if someone, we all have friends who do it. If you're like, oh, I love this movie, and they're like, oh, I didn't. Like, okay, where should we go from here? If you didn't like a movie, that's totally fine. But there's different ways you can make conversation around it to keep the conversation going and understand what that person was trying to say, Instead of saying, oh, I didn't like it, you can be like, oh, what did you like about it? I thought this, and this. What about you? Like, not everything is always about the one person. Same thing with like, it's this, I'll expand more on this in another video if you guys care, because my camera is about to die, but people can have different experiences than you, and it's actually good that they have different experiences than you. Like, imagine we all thought the same, and we all had the same opinions and ideas and experiences. No one would learn anything, because we'd all just think we were great and nothing else to learn. Learning is fun. If you're through, like, this is another thing that I really want to talk about, but some people are so stubborn in their ways that they don't want to learn anything new, like, especially with bigoted words and, words that in 2021 we shouldn't be saying. And some people are so attached to those words. It's like, what are you holding on to? I saw this Sarah Silverman in her podcast mention the story about her friend realizing that the word master bedroom is engraved from the slave times. Like, and Sarah Silverman's point to that was her friend was being like, oh, well, I'm not going to switch up how I say it. He's a realtor or something. He's like, I'm not going to call it or I don't want to not have to call it a master bedroom because everyone's woke now. And she's like, it's not hard to change a word that you say. She's like, now that I heard that, now that I understood and put the pieces together that master bedroom is rooted in racism, oh, poof, I'm just not going to say it anymore. It's that easy. You know what I mean? The big bedroom, the main bedroom, the large bedroom. There's so many other words, and we really need to check in with ourselves. Why are we holding on to that word? Why are we making it a personal attack about us? So learning is a good thing, you guys. If someone's trying to teach you something, don't take it as a personal attack. Just try to listen to understand them and evolve. Evolving is, even if you're 65 years old, continue to evolve. No one is ever like, what a boring life to be like, oh, I'm 28 now, so I've learned everything I need to know, and anything that someone tries to teach me is wrong because I've been living like this for 28 years. Oh my God, sorry, I'm rambling now. But I did want to say that. Sirens! Okay, I hope you guys liked this video. This is the finished makeup look, by the way. It's a little bit different than things that I normally do, but I'm over my makeup. I'm trying to do some new things now. But yeah, I'm going to put it all together, and you might see this today. You might see it tomorrow. You might see it in 2025. Wouldn't that be weird? Okay, anyways, enjoy the rest of your the outros. But we're not editing this, so I have to do it. Enjoy the rest of your guys' day, and I will see you in the next video. Again, please comment down below any questions you have so I can answer them in my next Q&A. Not called a Q&A. It's called the Get Ready With Me. Bye!